Hi, friends. Today we are going to read a story called Monarch Butterfly, written and illustrated by Gail Gibbons. A monarch butterfly settles on the leaf of a milkweed plant. She gently, very softly presses a tiny egg on one of its leaves. The egg is the beginning of another monarch butterfly. It's summertime in the north. A breeze, some wind, stirs the stem of a milkweed plant. The monarch egg is white and shiny. It is the size of a small dot and sticks to the leaf. Have any of you ever seen milkweed in the gardens at our schools? When the butterfly lays the egg, she makes it sticky. Wind and rain cannot make the egg come loose. In a few days, the egg hatches. Out crawls a small caterpillar, also called a larva. First, the caterpillar eats the eggshell and then chews and chews away at the milkweed leaf. The egg of a monarch is almost always laid on a milkweed plant. The plant will be its food. Do you see that tiny little caterpillar? He's making a pretty big hole already. The caterpillar eats and grows and begins to change. It breaks out of its old skin, showing a new skin. Underneath, this is called molting. For 2 weeks, the caterpillar eats and eats. It molts, or remember, gets rid of its skin about 5 times. And finally, it is a full-grown monarch caterpillar, about 2 inches long. Now, something wonderful begins to happen. The caterpillar creeps to the stem of the leaf. It attaches itself to the stem and drops down head first. The caterpillar's bright colors become greenish. I wonder why it becomes greenish. Then the skin splits and moves up to the top. The skin falls off and a new strange form appears. It is called the chrysalis or pupa. The chrysalis is like a blanket that is wrapped around the body, growing inside. At first, the chrysalis is long and soft. Then it shrinks, it gets smaller, and it hardens, and it becomes light green, decorated with gold dots. Inside, the monarch butterfly begins to grow. Have you ever seen a chrysalis outside? I wonder if on one of your walks, you could find a chrysalis on some sort of plant. About 2 weeks later, the chrysalis changes again. It turns gray-green before becoming transparent. Transparent, say it with me, transparent. Transparent means clear, you can see through it. Inside are white dots and orange and black lines. The chrysalis wiggles and then boop, it splits open. The butterfly begins to pull itself out. The head and legs appear first, and then the rest of it slides out. The wings are tiny and stuck together, and the butterfly's abdomen, it's kind of its middle part, like where its belly is big. The abdomen becomes smaller when its fluid, its liquid, is pumped into the wings. The wings become bigger. A caterpillar has turned into a butterfly. This is called metamorphosis. Everybody say it with me, metamorphosis. Go ahead and say it, metamorphosis, right? So that's when the caterpillar changed from a caterpillar, it went into a little cocoon, and it grew into a butterfly. Wouldn't that be amazing if we went through a metamorphosis? The butterfly sits quietly for a few hours, waiting for its wings to dry and harden. At last, they begin to move slowly, and then they flip up and down faster and faster. The butterfly flutters up towards the sky. Monarchs have a bad taste and will make a bird or animal sick if they are eaten. So most monarchs are left alone, right? What's it called when a bird or a different animal tries to eat a smaller insect or creature? It's called, those bigger animals are called predators, right? And the butterfly would be prey. But in this case, the butterfly has a defense mechanism, right? It tastes really bad. The scales of the wings make up the colors. The feeler, or the antenna, is for touch and smell. The tube on the mouth, or to the mouth, is called the proboscis. It sucks up the sweet juice called nectar from flowers. The butterfly also has a thorax, legs, and remember their abdomens too. The monarch butterfly only flies during the day. When it rains, the butterfly stays dry, hidden underneath leaves. I wonder why it would need to stay dry. Think about it. Fall is on the way. Soon it will be cold. That's kind of like right now, huh? If the monarch butterfly doesn't fly south, it will die. So once again, it darts. It moves very quickly into the sky. The butterfly will take a long trip to a warmer place. This is called migration. Everybody say it with me. Migration. One more time. Migration. The monarch will fly to where its ancestors, or the butterflies that have come before it, have always gone, sometimes to the very same tree. Other monarchs keep appearing, making a cloud of orange in the sky, and at night they rest in trees. Sometimes they fly up to 12 miles an hour and almost 100 miles in a day. That's really far. There could be over 1,000 butterflies traveling together. They fly to places like Florida, Southern California, and Mexico. Some butterflies migrate or move up to 4,000 miles. They will stay south during the winter. Some cities and towns are proud to have the butterflies visit them. They have festivals to celebrate their arrival. Tulsa does a monarch festival. Did you know that? Children dress up for parades in butterfly costumes, and sometimes there's a band and visitors come from all around just to see the butterflies. Monarchs can cluster together, thousands of them, clinging to one tree, a whole butterfly tree. And in the spring, these butterflies will migrate north again to the fields of milkweed plants. So here's a picture of someone who really wanted to raise a monarch butterfly. Now, sometimes it's kind of hard to find the chrysalis, those little cocoons that butterflies make or caterpillars make in order to transform into a butterfly. But if you find a chrysalis, I would even just look at it really closely and examine it, right? And see if you check back on it every day if it turns into a butterfly, okay? All right, so remember, on your next walk, look outside and see, where's there milkweed? Also, maybe you can find a chrysalis on a different type of plant.